we're just about to start running face-to-face classes again, and all over the regional areas as well as here in the city. There's lots of questions about what do I need to do, when do I need to do it by, but if I transition from an assistant agent to a licensed agent, what do I need to do, and when did that happen? If I transition from a class 2 to a class 1, what does that mean about the number of hours I need to do in terms of my CPD? It's actually really easy. There is a table on our website when you go onto our CPD. There's the first in the frequently asked questions. It's about, when do I have to do and how much do I have to do? Really, if you break the CPD year up, and let's talk, it's a year and a half now, we've had a CPD year. 23rd of March every year to 22nd of March the following year. That's our CPD year. Break that year up into, and if you go with the 23rd, 22nd, always the dates that roll through on this. So 23rd of March through to 22nd of June, 1 3-month period. The next one's a 6-month period, 23rd of June through the 22nd of December. That's a 6-month period. We'll call that period 2. The third period is the 23rd of December. Let's call that Christmas to be friendly. And right through to the 22nd of March. So that's another 3-month period. So it's 3 months, 6 months, 3 months. Now, what happened to you during each of those periods with your license and license renewals or license upgrades is going to affect what your CPD requirements are. Let's look at it. For an assistant agent, if you just got your certificate of registration this year, if you got it in that first quarter from March to June, then you need to do 3 units of competency by next March. If you got your certificate between June and December, that second period, then you need to do 1 unit of competency before next March. If you receive your certificate between the 23rd of December and the 22nd of March, then there is no CPD requirement. So that's if that you got your certificate this year, or just after Christmas that's coming up. That's just that's your CPD. It's still CPD, but it's working towards your license. Let's move on to license categories. If you're a class 2, and you only got your class 2 license between March or June, and it's actually the same requirement between June and December. So it's now a 9-month period 1 and period 2. It's 6 hours of CPD. If you get your license, so if you're an assistant agent, you look as if you'll be getting your license after Christmas, and you get that between December or between Christmas and 22nd of March, there's no CPD. You'll roll into the next year's CPD. If you upgraded from a class 2 to a class 1 this year, if you did that in that first 3-month, or it's actually the first 9-month period, so between 23rd of March and 22nd of December, so period 1, period 2, you have 9 hours. So say you somewhere in there and then you roll into, or you don't upgrade your from a class 2 to a class 1 till after Christmas. In that 3-month period from Christmas through to 22nd of March, it says no CPD, but that's about the class 1 requirement for CPD. You've had a class 2 license for the whole year. In fact, you've had it for at least 2 years to be eligible to get your class 1. So you still need to do your 6 hours of CPD. You don't need to do the additional 3 until the following CPD year. Now that's a whole lot of gobbledygook in 3 or 4 minutes that I've just been talking. If you want that clarified, either go to our website and look at the table that we've got there that spells all of that out, or even more easy than that is to pick up the phone and ring our office. Our phones are now coming back through to our office because all our staff are back here in the office enjoying being all together again. So our phones aren't going through to a call centre anymore, so you can actually now ring through and get our office and talk to one of the guys here who will tell you specifically your requirements. So based on when you got your certificate or upgraded to one of those licenses. But guys, there's been no extension. You need to get your CPD done by the 22nd of March next year. So, we're in the latter half of that year requirement now. And, it's down to Christmas and New Year's in the middle in there. Don't leave it to the last minute because you'll get stressed, we get stressed, and we'll make sure you get that done.